Despite its distance from Siberia, Europe would be significantly affected by the Siberian plume eruptions. Ashfall would blanket northern and eastern Europe, leading to widespread respiratory illnesses among the population. Sulfur compound emissions would result in acid rain, destroying forests, farmland, and urban infrastructure. After a period of temporary cooling, intense global warming, fueled by high concentrations of carbon dioxide, would follow. Europe would experience severe anomalies, droughts across southern regions from Spain to Italy, and floods in central and northern areas. Millions of refugees from Russia, Asia, and the Middle East would head to Europe, exacerbating demographic crisis and competition for resources. Europe would face persistent crisis in agriculture, healthcare, and infrastructure, while technological resources would be redirected toward combating environmental disasters. Other parts of Asia, being geographically closer to Siberia, would bear the brunt of the volcanic crisis, particularly in their northern and eastern territories. Dust and ash from the eruptions would reach densely populated areas in China, Mongolia, and Kazakhstan, causing severe air pollution, suffocation, and acid rain. Agriculture in northern China, a key breadbasket region, would be destroyed due to the lack of sunlight and soil contamination. Temperature fluctuations would lead to infrastructure damage and resource supply disruptions. The overall climatic cooling could disrupt monsoon patterns, threatening traditional agricultural practices in South and Southeast Asia. After the cooling phase, ocean temperatures around Asia, the Pacific, and Indian Oceans would begin to rise, triggering frequent deoxygenation events in the water and the mass extinction of marine ecosystems. This would lead to the collapse of the fishing industry. Ongoing climate crisis would force millions of refugees to migrate to more stable regions such as Indochina, South Asia, and Australia. Temperature and precipitation instability would result in alternating severe floods and prolonged droughts. In the following decades, the consequences of the continued Siberian plume eruption would become even more devastating. The global civilization system would collapse, and the majority of humanity would perish under extreme conditions. People would lose access to most of its modern technologies and knowledge, leading to a regression in societal development.